Namaste, people. Welcome to the show. Get Set Green. I'm your host, Pooja RV. This podcast focuses on green business ideas, sustainable innovations, and each episode will have a new story of such change makers who are working towards environmental betterment. And today we have one of our esteemed guests, Kohima Dhandhania from EPR Recycler, CEO of the company. I would like to welcome her to the show. Hi, Kohima.
Hi Pooja, how are you?
I am fine. Thank you so much, and I hope you are doing well.
Yes, completely. Absolutely, doing very well.
Thank you so much for your time and doing this. So we shall move ahead. So my first
Yeah,
question
sure.
to you would be, Kohima, like, if any person who is listening to this, let's say, listening the word EPR for the first time, which means like extended producer responsibility, right? So, what
Yes.
is that you want to say to the person who doesn't know what EPR means?
Pooja, it's EPR is completely, you have said completely right. It's an extended producer responsibility, and we are the EPR recycler as a waste management company. So what EPR is necessary for every manufacturer who manufacture the plastic. Actually, it's in every sort of plastic. So the company is responsible for the disposable of their own plastic manufacturing. So they have there is a the government had made the amendment in 16 February 2023. According to Plastic Waste Management Rule of 2016, every company, according to CPCB, all the for every producer, importers, and brand owners of plastic packaging companies, the EPR authorization is to recycle the waste back into the system to recover resource from it and protect environment. So EPR exactly is what to protect our environment, and the producer, manufacturer, and every sort of company who are producing plastics in any way, they have to take it back and give it to the recycler in so that they can recycle and protect the environment.
Yes.
So,
Uh,
and in return, with the authorized recycler from the CPCB, provide them a green certificate.
okay. Got it. So to summarize this, Kohima, it's basically like if we take an example of any manufacturer, let's say if I am a manufacturer X and I am producing
Yes.
certain plastics which is going into the market, it can be any sector or any, category of the product portfolio which it goes into. What is necessary about EPR is once the product has completed its intended use and it is no more qualified to be used in any form of material which it was manufactured earlier. And once it has completed that stage and it has come to an end of life stage, it is the responsibility of the manufacturer, in this case, the manufacturer X, that X has to take back or collect, or they can do it anyway, or you can they have a slot where even they can give it to a third party where they will collect it and dispose it, and like do all the properties which are needed to be taken care of the waste produced from the plastic. So it can be done in very simple way. If I have to say, it's two ways: either you take the responsibility and deal with the waste, or you give the authority to a third party vendor where they will provide the service on behalf of the company. So this is just to summarize what you are trying to say about EPR. So now, Kohima, we can understand the, like it is very much needed for us to understand the details and nitty-gritties which is required to carry out an EPR process, right? So can you please explain us in steps or in stage wise, how does it happen, or how do you approach a company and what service is provided to them?
So, firstly, we contact to the companies, and we also had a tie-up with the Nagar Nigam or ULBs. So, if in any company, for example, if you have eaten some chips, and you have thrown that wrappers on the road. Ultimately, that wrapper go into the Nagar Nigam. Ultimately, so if I had contacted that chips company owner that on the behalf of yours company, I will collect your all the post consumer waste. So we will take from ULBs that waste, and we also had a recycler unit in our company. So we will manufacture furnitures, outdoor furnitures, plastic outdoor furniture, completely out of 100% MLP waste. The thing, with the plastics we collect, we take in our company, then we segregate it, sorting it, produce lumbers out of it, and out of lumbers we make a furniture out of it. So, and the rest, which we can't do the recycle, we send it to waste to energy plant, and after that we provide them a EPR certificate to that company.
Yes, Kohima, I totally understand how you are trying to emphasize the whole story which goes behind of an EPR service provider. So if we have to see in an holistic way of looking at it from a perspective of how it happens from end to end, it is basically nothing but any company can approach you or any other vendor or any other third party services where they are giving them authority to collect and to do the sorting process, and followed by respective whether it goes to waste to cement or waste to furnitures, or even let's say to the plastic recycling itself. That depends on the the kind of contract or consignment which they sign for. And once you are done with that, you get an end product which is coming out of recycled plastics, and it depends on the kind of recycling mechanism which you have used, so that you are making sure that there is no littering and there is no plastic waste which is there or present because of your manufacturing of the products followed by. So that is one responsibility you as a manufacturer should take, or more than should take. It is like the government is making it as mandate also, so that you take the
Yes.
responsibility of all the waste, right? So Kohima, I was going through your website, I saw few product portfolios as such related to your eco planters and eco bricks. So can you tell me what is the technology that you are using to convert these waste plastics into useful products?
So, Pooja, you know that the main cause of the pollution is exactly the plastics. And which plastic? It's an MLP plastic. It's called multi-layer plastics, which cannot be recycled very easily. So, our company had generated an innovative technology, or it's a patent technology, from which we had, I think we have not still seen in India who is using 100% of MLP plastic. Many companies are using plastics to make furniture, but not 100% MLP plastic because it's a difficult process. So our company is, I think we are the India's only first country, means first manufacturer who is making plastic outdoor furnitures without only 100% MLP plastic waste. That is like chips wrappers, milk wrappers, and all sorts of spice wrappers. The wrappers which has aluminum foil in it, you have seen like namkeen packets
Yes,
and
a
all the things.
layer of aluminum on the outside. Yes,
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 yeah.
that is called exactly because they have different types of layers in the plastic. So it's a very difficult process to recycle these three types. Means it's a layering of many plastics.
That
So it's
segregation
very
becomes very hard. Yeah.
very hard, and also it's a very difficult segregation plus molding is also a difficult process. So we have developed a technology which is patented, and now we'll make this at first we collect the plastic waste from three sources, either from pre-consumer, it's a post-consumer, it's in household also. So for a post-consumer, we can collect it from ULBs or Nagar Nigams. For pre-consumer, we directly go to the company manufacturer or producer. And for the household, we have several NGOs contracted with us. So in our Kanpur city, we have some centers through the NGOs where all the societies of the Kanpur put their plastic waste there in the dustbin, and we can collect from there. So after procuring all these waste from different category means places, we take it in our center manufacturing unit. We have a lot of women employed for the purpose, and they segregate it, we shredded it, and then we molded it into a lumbers, and then and the lumbers can be customized in any form of furnitures. So this is the process we're doing in our unit.
Okay, so now that you are saying about like, are you using complete 100% multi-layered plastics Kohima in your products?
Yes, 100% MLP plastics.
Kohima, now that we are talking about this multi-layered plastics use, right? So can you please
Yes.
mention like what is the technology and patents which you have already been using in this process?
Okay, fine. So, Pooja, what we do in our company, first we procure the multi-layer plastics from three sources, like from ULBs, like post consumer from ULBs, Nagar Nigams, pre-consumer from manufacturer and producer directly, and from households and societies directly in our campus city. So through household and through this different societies, through we do through NGOs. So in a city we have different centers. We kept dustbin over there made up of plastic waste only. So they will throw their waste over there. They leave their waste over there, the centers. And when we collect the plastic waste from these three sources, we uh, we bring in our manufacturing unit. There, these plastic waste are get sorted into a good one, and it sometime it's a not a good one, means it's a dirty. So we try to clean that dirty, means we throw that dirty plastics, and then what we do, then we do that plastic MLP plastic waste into segregation, then we shred it, and then we put in the machine, and from that machine it we make lumbers out of it, and that numbers can be customized into the furnitures.
Yes. Okay. So basically, it is a mechanical recycling process where it will be all the waste plastics will be taken. It will be cleaned first so that to make sure the quality of the multi-layered plastics. And then once the cleaning is done, it will go into the sorting depending.
Yeah.
And then after the sorting into shredding, where it will be cut into numerous pieces, small pieces, where it is it can easily be molded into any shapes for the furniture, right? That's great and good to know, Kohima. Thank you so much. And looking ahead, what are your main goals for EPR recycler as an like how do you look at that?
Pooja, we want a government help from for us, that if a government means make it compulsory for every person in sense ki in every society, that use recycled product, and give us that ice and ice that give our product and ISS Indian standard specification into our product, so everybody can purchase recycled product and know the value of recycling things, so that what happened, that the people of higher society know the value of recycled product, but in middle society they don't have, right now they don't have much
Awareness towards
awareness about the recycling products. So the government should do something like they like that today pet bottles is not an issue. Why? Because they have the pet bottles are easily recyclable into yarns, and the clothes are made from their pet recycled bottles. So you have not seen a pet bottles on the road exactly. So what the main cause? What is the you are seeing on the road? It's MLP only. So if the government do something for give the value to
so
MLP
basically
waste,
the supply chain has to be built again, because for PET bottles there is a huge demand, and they have good supply chain when compared to other plastics as such, at least when compared to other plastics or polymers, we can say that, right? So you're basically trying to say that the incentives or the kind of awareness which the government has to emphasize on enhancing the quality of the products which is coming from recycled content, and also giving much and more encouragement to EPR recyclers would be good to go ahead.
Yeah, and also I want that government should introduce an NISS, means Indian Standard Certification for recycling products, so that people know about it and purchase more products from out of it. So
Mm-hmm.
we are the recycler. If we get more orders, we manufacture more and we procure more MLP plastic waste. So I am the only company right now. More companies can get motivated from us, and they also start recycling MLP plastics. And if the more recycling happens, so you can
That is good for
this pollution.
society and environment as
Yeah,
well. Yes.
yeah, that's fine.
So, what advice would you give to entrepreneurs or businesses who are looking to enter into this EPR recycling space? Because now that you mentioned about it.
From my side, I will give the messages to everyone that my journey in recycling is very nice. Everybody appreciate it, but now the awareness is not till much. So I want that every should be know about the recycling things, and if before going to APR compliance or recycling, they know each and every segment of recycling, so that they can make understand the other also about the value of the recycled products. That's the thing I want to give a message to everyone.
Okay, that was short and sweet. So, along all this journey, like EPR Recycle, what is that, the main learnings which you got from your journey on this entrepreneurship?
Pooja, first of all, my father-in-law and my husband are very supportive, who make me motivate to do this business, because my husband is already in the plastic manufacturing business. So we are here because my father-in-law is a very religious person too. He usually feeds the cows every day. One day, I also went with him to the religious thing, and we saw a cow who's eating food in the plastic itself. So there, I got disturbed, and my father-in-law also got disturbed. That this is not the way to throw the. As usual, we see it's a common thing. What we say, it's no, he's that cow is not well, and she died. I think she died.
Okay,
So,
that's sad.
that's sad, and means I and my father-in-law got disturbed, and we thought, ki no, we have to do something. We have, we are into manufacture, but now we have to transfer it into a recycle. We have closed my manufacturing unit. Now we are doing recycling of this, because my father-in-law got disturbed, and he said that do something. So I and my husband have done a lots of means experiments on these plastics at home itself before my opening this manufacturing unit. We tried to make lumps out of plastic at home only, and we got successful. Then after we have started our manufacturing unit. So this is the journey of my enter into my business through this incident. After this incident, I went to my business journey, entrepreneurship journey.
That's quite heartfelt story, Kohima, because I can see like how you are concerned about the cows having the food, because it is not a single or that is not an uncommon incident which you saw. Now it has become very
Yes.
common in our society where you can witness this every day on the streets,
Yes.
where cows, other dogs, and any other street animals, feeding from the food which is already present in the plastic cars.
That's
And I feel it's too painful to even have a look at it, I feel. So now that you are focusing on how to materialize and, work towards this, action speaks more louder than words, is what I feel. Because just thinking will not change anything. At least you should sit and ponder upon what needs to be done, and finally you materialize things which you planned in your mind. And for that, I would really congratulate you, and also your supporting husband and as well as your father-in-law who have been, instrumental for you to start this business. I feel really happy to see that, and how they are, standing with you and helping you to stand on your own feet and, create something which is more meaningful, not only for just as a business point of view, and also it adds value to the society in terms of recycling also. I think that is a win-win situation for you, your personal development, and as well as to the society. And that's really nice story which I heard from you, Kohima. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot for spending your time with us, and taking us through the journey, and letting us know like how exactly the process is done, and how you are manufacturing this mechanically recycled products and furnitures from your center. Three mantras for sustainable life are reduce, reuse, and recycle. Please share your thoughts, insights, and observations about the episode. And I will also add the links to EPR Recycler. If you want to learn more about them, please go and check out their website. And I will also add the link to her LinkedIn profile. You can directly talk to her if you have any doubts related to this. And guess what? I'm on Instagram. You can follow me at getsetgreen.in for any updates. Comment and share the episode if you like it. Until next episode, see ya.